Hey, what's up everybody? This is Alex Molina93 here. Today's gonna be my reaction to Angry Video Game Nerd NES Accessories episode 47. And this was requested by the return of Game 1 Music HD, so a big shout out to you, buddy. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. On May 14th, 2008. The way he smacks the snake. I do remember the Virtual Boy. This is from the Christmas Carol. You know, before the Spider-Man clips. Super Mario Brothers 3. Rambo. All the NES accessories.
You got a game and a controller. That's the way it goes. But sometimes that wasn't enough. Nintendo was always coming up with creative and unique ways to play games.
Yeah, the companies like to bring accessories for their systems.
But even in the early days with the NES, they were doing the same sort of thing. Some of them were pretty awesome at the time, but others were failed experiments that made you look like a jackass. So let's take a look at some of the NES accessories. I already talked about the Power Glove. We all know it's bad.
Yeah, I remember. That one sucks.
Let's start with the Zapper. Back then,
I do have this one. I used to play that with. I used to play with that on Duck Hunt.
It's a quintessential gaming accessory. Almost every console had their own version of the gun.
I didn't know about the Sega one.
It doesn't work so great anymore. Depends on the game, the kind of TV you're using, and the gun itself.
Yeah, the NES Zapper only works on the older televisions.
Sometimes it makes its target.
Not with the newer ones.
The second one has a pattern. Every other round it like goes dead. So here comes the two clay pigeons. I shoot them, no problem. Then the next ones come out. I can't hit them, even if I
I do remember that minigame as well.
The third Zapper has the same problem, except that the pattern's swapped. What the fuck is going on? Even the alleged light bulb trick doesn't work.
I've heard about that one.
Man. What do you gotta use your hands? That's
you
like
know
a
the trick.
Toy.
Shooting range. Flying saucers. Which game is that?
Hey, get down!
Poor Boo. Rest in peace. Yeah, the infamous dog.
Also had its own gun, more like a big ass bazooka.
Yeah, I remember that game. And I remember that accessory as well. Super Scope.
A totally different story. The Zapper used light detection. That is, when you pull the trigger, the screen goes black for a fraction of a second and the targets become white squares. The Zapper detects whether or not it's pointing at the light, hence the term light gun that everybody likes to call it. But the Super Scope uses a sensor that you plug into the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I do remember that. I used the bazooka as well. I never tried that one.
The Super Scope is that it isn't powered by the NES. It's wireless, which you think would be cool, but that means that you got to use 6 AA batteries, and this fucking
oh my god, no.
Hours. And why is the trigger on the top? It should be down here. This is balls.
Yep, I agree on that.
The Super Scope would be more reliable than the original Zapper, but it's not. Even if I point the gun in the same spot, the bullets just scatter all over the place, all because I'm using a flat screen TV.
Yeah.
Now let's look at the Miracle Piano. It's a miracle if I could figure this shit out. You might be thinking, wow, Nintendo had a piano? Well, yeah.
Nah,
Nintendo
I didn't know that either.
But it was also available on other game consoles and home computers. It's got one game, which is basically a piano teaching tool. It's actually not bad. Well, that's really all there is to say.
All right.
My only complaint is that the music comes from the keyboard, which is okay,
but the metronome
Well,
comes from
to
the
make it
TV,
more
and that can be a little
as a
confusing.
realistic piano.
Other than having standard lessons, you also get this
I mean,
robot
that's
game.
my guess.
Play the song right or the robot dies. Then there's a duck
Hmm.
game. You gotta shoot the ducks. Oh, come
Unless
on.
you're good at the piano, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'm shooting ducks with the piano.
Yeah, that makes it way easier.
We have the power pad. You lay
Oh
it on
my
the
God.
floor, kind of like Twister. Let's pop in good old world-class track meet and have a race, jump hurdles, and do the long jump or triple jump. The present-day
Okay.
equivalent of the power pad is Dance Dance Revolution, and there will
Yeah.
also be a version on the Wii.
It was meant to be a family game. But
That
most
kinda
kids
reminds me
played
of
it alone
Kinect
their room.
in
That
some
meant that
ways.
If your room was upstairs, your parents would hear like all this thumping and shit. They hated it. Cats and dogs
Yeah.
would piss and shit on it. In fact,
No.
just thinking about it makes me feel like having an anal evacuation.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of Kinect. Yeah. Yeah, it could be
Yes.
tiring. Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah, it all comes down to tapping buttons.
look at all
Which
these
brings us to
controllers
our
and
next
accessories.
accessory.
And the power
Probably
glove as
the
well.
stupidest thing ever invented. The speed board. What is
Huh?
it? It's a piece of fucking plastic. You attach your
Oh.
controller. You get it? In case you don't want to hold the controller with your hands? In case you enjoy playing on the floor or behind a table?
Nope.
Then this is for
Not
you.
for me, though.
It's embarrassing. What's the point?
Yeah, it
To
actually
put the
is.
speed at your fingers? Why in the ass would I need that? If I'm playing a game
No.
that involves having to tap the buttons like crazy, I'm probably going to get a turbo controller like the NES
Yeah.
Max or NES Advantage.
Yeah,
could they
much
even
better
sell
options
such
than
a
this.
thing? Even though it's made by a third-party company,
Pressman.
it's actually licensed by Nintendo. It's like covering a turd in ice cream sprinkles. Next up, oh boy, the Konami LaserScope. Now I just want to go on record by saying I fucking love Konami. But this thing reeks of ass.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, they
essentially
used
yet
to.
another form
They
of
used to be good
Zapper, but it's voice
back then.
controlled. To shoot, you say fire.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Yeah, every
Fire!
time
Fire!
you have to
Fire!
say that
It
word.
also has headphones, and it advertises on the box that you can use it for your Game Boy or Walkman. Just detach the scope module. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I would look so cool walking around listening to my iPod with this fucking thing on my head. It also
Could you imagine that in
advertises
real life?
Parents will love
And
what
especially
they
when
don't
you're at the
hear.
gym?
It says, while the LaserScope surrounds the player with the sounds of exciting
No way I would use
gameplay
that.
action,
I'll
non-players
stick with
can
this.
listen to music, read a book, talk on the phone, or have a conversation in the same room. Yeah, while you're saying fire, fire, fire.
Yeah, very
that defeats the
misleading,
purpose, right?
actually.
Fire, 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 fuck. I didn't say fire, I said fuck. Fuck. Fuck
Okay.
fire. Fuck. Fuck. Ass. I can say anything. Shit, bitch.
Yeah, it doesn't
Fuck,
matter the
fuck,
word you're saying.
Fuck. Wow, I just shot down a duck by saying fuck.
Next is the Rollin' Rocker. This
Huh?
thing is the biggest shit biscuit I've ever seen. You stand on it. and
That looks
supposedly you
way,
rock back and forth,
way
which
more
controls
uncomfortable
the
to
D-pad.
use.
The modern day equivalent would be the Wii Fit. The
I do
Rollin'
remember
Rocker
that.
is supposed to be compatible with every game for the NES, but I find that it isn't compatible with any of them. Each game responds
my God,
differently, but
really?
none of them work. Adventure Island keeps walking right.
Who
Excite
comes
Bike
up with
keeps
all
going
these
down,
ideas?
Skater Die goes in circles. Kung Fu ducks to the right. Metal Gear does nothing at all. Ninja Turtles 3 walks in place, and 1943 just fidgets around a lot.
It's another
No.
hunk of plastic. Who made this thing?
Of course, LJN.
Son of a bitch. Well, we might as well try an LJ.
I feel sorry for you, man.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Let's see if this works.
Great movie. I never played the game, actually. I cannot wait for the sequel coming out for
No,
this year.
Of course not. It doesn't. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I need a beer.
Rolling Rock and Rolling Rocker, they sound quite similar.
Rock on the Rolling Rocker.
Yeah, such a
Rolling
coincidence.
Rolling Rocker. Yeah, Rolling
I like how the
Rock
cameraman
on
was
the Rolling Rocker.
was moving up and down.
I've also heard that you can't weigh more than 100 pounds, but I still don't understand why I can't get any kind of response out of it.
No,
Let's try
garbage.
the cat. Get on there, you little bastard. Cat's like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, he
Even
didn't
though
care.
the Rolling Rocker does absolutely nothing, the B and A buttons still work. Yeah, you plug the regular controller into it, so while you're
I mean, what's
standing
the
on
point
the
of
thing,
it?
you still use the B and A buttons like normal. So even if it did work,
I mean, what's the point?
If I'm holding the
Yeah.
controller anyway, why not just use the controller? It blows my mind. It's like, what were they thinking?
They
One
were on
more.
drugs.
The U-Force. So hot, nothing can touch it. Nothing comes between you and the game. That's what the advertisement
U-Force?
said. You open the thing up, it basically looks like electronic battleship. It's got a
Oh,
three-dimensional
yeah.
invisible power field. Wow.
It looks
a
like it.
power field. Now we're literally
Woo,
playing.
woo, woo, woo.
Come on, jump. Jump. Come on, Mario, jump. God, how do I jump? Come on, jump. Ass.
Dang.
Oh, jump is over here. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Get the mushroom.
Come on, grab
oh,
that.
Oh, now that's assy. Yeah, I know I used the
No,
word
it would
ass a
not
lot.
be
I guess you
fun
could
to
say I'm
play
an
with this.
assaholic. Let's try Kung Fu.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised. This thing kind of works. Looking at the
Okay.
instructions, each game has a specific setup and a switch combination, kind of like the codes with the Power Glove. Punch-Out uses an upright
All right,
position
I
and
guess.
a power bar. Everything's always power. What's so power about it? It's only a plastic bar, and why do you
Well,
need
let's
it?
see about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This actually works. I'm punching somebody
Okay.
with the U-Force.
Well,
Watch
not
out.
bad
Oh.
actually. But how do
Get
you
up, get
dodge
up, get
action?
up. All
How
right.
can you dodge?
Alright. One more game. I can't believe we gotta touch this one again.
Which one? Top Gun. Okay.
Top Gun has an option of using this weird joystick thing. I don't see the point when I can just use an actual joystick. And what's really weird is that this thing, again, is just a piece of plastic. It doesn't have
Yeah.
any wires connecting to it. You just plant it there. And the buttons actually work. And it steers
All right.
okay, too. To tell you the truth, I'm stunned.
Yeah, me too. I mean, if you could land with a Power Glove, you could do it with the U-Force. You can do it. I mean, is it actually easy to land? I mean, why it has to be very precise? I think Konami wanted to make it so realistic. At the time, I guess. You know what I mean. Down, down, speed up. Is he gonna land? Is he gonna land? Are you kidding me? No way!
So,
Oh my
that
God.
covers most of the dreaded NES accessories, but I know that there's one in particular that I didn't mention, but, can't do it all in one shot.
Is that
So,
Rob
save it
behind
till
you?
later.
Yeah, that is
See you
Rob,
next time.
the robot.
I think you know what's next.
And I already reacted to Indiana Jones, so no need for that. So there you go, guys. That is my reaction to Angry Video Game Nerd NES Accessories episode 47. I thought it was a good episode. I did enjoy it. Not as much as Game Boy Accessories, but still a good episode. As for the NES accessories, some of them could be worth getting for certain games, like the NES Zapper, the Turbo Controller, the one that looks like the arcade stick, maybe U-Force and the headphones that Konami made. The piano is alright, but you'd rather stick with the real piano and not the video game accessory. I mean, that's just me. and that's it. A lot of them suck, especially Power Glove, which we all know that the Power Glove sucks. And the companies nowadays like to bring gimmicks for a quick buck. In case you don't want to use a normal controller, that's why the accessories are made. I mean, it depends if they work or not, if they're worth getting or not. It depends. I mean, that's how it is with all these third-party accessories and maybe the first-party accessories. If they're worth using for certain games, it depends. That's all I can say. So, good episode, and hope you guys did enjoy it as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you want to check out Cinemassacre, Angry Video Game Nerd, and the episode, I'll put the links in the description below, and better subscribe to him. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come for you guys to enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and a like button below. And comment in the section below, what do you guys think about NES accessories? Do you like it or not? It is your choice. So, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Peace. Just like that.